So I just got back from my adventure to get this camera, and now I'm gonna test out how it works because I have no idea what I'm doing at all. And I just really hope the audio quality and video quality work out. But I got a really good deal on it, so I'm not gonna complain. But I think we're gonna do a makeup tutorial today because a lot of my friends have been asking how I do it and why I'm so good at it. So, stay tuned. What am I doing? What is life? Oh, right. What? So every time I wear makeup, I try to shave my face because facial hair and makeup don't really mix in my mind. Especially when you're wearing like full coverage. It's just easier this way. A La Roche toner, which I just applied to a cotton pad, and since I got combination skin, I don't do my whole face because my cheeks are quite dry. So I just go over my T-zone with it, and that seems to work pretty well. If I have any acne breaking out, I like to hold it over the acne to try to dry it out a little bit. And I just do that for a few seconds, and then I go on with my moisturizer with also La Roche-Posay. And this one, as far as I know, I was told I could use it as like an eye serum as well. So I just apply that everywhere since I like to have a good base before I put on my makeup. It comes off a bit easier. And it's just generally good skincare, so. So, I just like to wear these to keep my hair out of the way and listen to music, and I think I'm gonna narrate what I'm doing this time. So I normally start with my contour. I just got a NYX contour set. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even think I have the right brushes for it. But I do an underpainting. I do know I have to do that. And even before the contour, actually. Primer. And this one was really highly suggested to me. It's the Photo Finish Smooth and Blur by Smashbox. I just got a little one because I honestly forget to use it half the time. But I just tap it on my T-zone again just because it's an oily area. It just helps the makeup settle better from what I know. And just while that dries, I'm going to get my contour stuff out and show you guys which shades I use. I don't really use the highlighters, just because they don't show up very well on me, I don't think. And if you guys have any suggestions on what I'm doing wrong, or anything I can do better, I'm always open to constructive criticism. So, for my NYX palette, I mostly use the shade here,
for like my cheekbones and my jawline and my forehead, but I use a darker tone for like the sharper edges that I want to get. I just use this big fan brush and dip it and tap, and I just draw a line from the top of my ear to my lip, and then I kind of like that Tim Burton look, where kind of like a puppet, I guess. And I don't need very much of this at all. I find it shows up very well. Again, top of my ear, corner of my lip, and I just try to make it symmetrical. That might be a little low, but I also heard about this tip that K-pop stars actually do, where they trace underneath their jawline just to give it like that sharper edge. So I've been doing that, and honestly, I don't know if it really does anything, but ooh, I cut myself. Anyway, so I shape my face the way I want it to. I like to round my jaw a little bit at the point, my chin. And since this isn't a proper headband, you're going to have to adjust it like 10 million different times, but it's fine. And then the ideal shape I've heard is an oval, which I'm not an oval because I'm not an egg. But I also have a receding hairline that we want to hide. So, I don't know. Again, take everything I say with a grain of salt because I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing. For the nose, I do like to use a smaller brush. And it's just easier to use, easier to control. And again, I do use the darker shade for my nose. I just draw a line from my eyebrow very lightly down to where the roundness of my nose starts. And if I'm not very ambidextrous, so I can only use one hand when I do this. But my nose is very broken, so it's just hard to make these lines straight at all, because you're already working off a crooked base. And then I like to do a little circle around the tip of my nose. Great, so now that you look like a clown, I'll show you guys here. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing, and this is all mirrored, so I'm so confused, but I just have a general shape going, and we're done with that now. I like to use a concealer instead of highlighter. I have highlighter, which I use for different things, but I just use the Maybelline Eraser Corrector. And I do that around my eyes, firstly, because I look like a raccoon at all times. I put a bit along my cheekbones just to make them lighter, pop out better. Right along my jawline, I like to really highlight that because we love sharp jawlines. And then for this, we're going to use our small brush again. bridge of your nose and then the tip of your nose. And I've been doing like the flare of my nostril. I'm not sure if I like that yet. But we're here. We're queer. And maybe the tip of my chin today. Oh, right. I have virtually no Cupid's bow. So I do like this little thing that I've never seen anybody else do, so I don't know if I'm supposed to. It's like a little mustache, kind of, I guess. Anywho, we weren't done with our contour. Because I like to use the dark one for my Cupid's bow. And I just draw a line from the middle of my nose down to my middle of my lip. Just very, very light amount. This is the darker shade. It blends so nicely. And now we're going to get to blending, which I use a wet beauty blender for. Just a little foam thing. And I'll be right back after I wet it. So this was suggested to me by a lot of people. I didn't do it at first, and it's honestly been game-changing. But you just wet your sponge and squeeze out all the water you can. And just get to blending. And it doesn't pick up as much product, and I find it just blends so much smoother. Don't drink out of that, please. Okay, if you want to be in the video, you're gonna have to be quiet. Gonna lay there. Okay. Okay, so that's the contour blended out. I haven't done the concealer yet, just because when I go in between shades, I do like to rinse out my blender, just because, again, I have no idea what I'm doing, and it's just kind of been a guess so far. And I just got a little bowl of water here with me instead of running back and forth from the bathroom, and I don't know if that's exactly sanitary, but yeah, I have no good reason for that. I'm just lazy. So we got it rinsed here, and all this is very gentle tapping. You never want to drag, I do know that much. Okay, so now normally I'd put my blush on before I went in with my foundation, but I find I have to reapply it again anyway, just because I like a very bright sun-kissed look. But after you got all that blended, it's starting to look a little more put together. I didn't blend all of it very well. I'm going to go over it again anyway. And then I just go in with my Maybelline Fit Me, wherever it is, in light beige, I think. Yeah, so it's light beige. Very affordable, very easy to use. I haven't had any problems with it, but then again, I've only been doing this like 2 weeks, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Underpainting because it's special. Just like me. My battery's about to die. Okay, so my camera is about to die. I guess I'm just gonna have to do my blush and then the setting powder. So this is just the Milani Pink Coral. And I do know I'm using the right blush, or the right brush for this one. If I can find it. And again, I really like a sun-kissed look. You never need very much of this. It spreads very, very well. So I go across my cheekbones and the bridge of my nose, and I just blend it out. I use the Fit Me setting powder in the light shade. I just take some of that on my brush and tap off the excess and pat it all over my face. I probably should have done this before the setting powder because I normally do, but it's whatever. I go in with my highlighter and I just do the corner of my tear ducts and the tip of my nose. Which mine is a Revlon highlight, or Rimmel, sorry. And I just use my pinky for that. I don't need a brush. I'm a bad bitch. Well, actually I got long nails, so I'm not a bad bitch. But okay, so my camera did die again. I did want to show you guys the final look though. All I did was the mascara, the white waterline, and the eyeliner. And I'm going to skip my lips today just because my camera does keep dying. But I find it's the white waterline that really pulls this look together. So I appreciate all the support, and again, just let me know, guys, like what you want, because all the feedback that I got from the first video really helped me. You guys said it needed to be longer. You said you wanted a makeup tutorial, which I'm totally okay with. But those two things were like a big help to me, so I do know that you guys do want longer videos and they're not going to be short 5 to 7 minute. Maybe I'm aiming at like 10 or 15 minutes per video. But as always, peace and love. Georgie out.